Ambrosia for Heads, I'm Justin Hunt. This is Last 7, counting down the top story of the last 7 days. Congratulations to Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino. Glover made history at the 2017 Emmy Awards. He took home an Emmy for directing in a comedy series for Atlanta, the first black director to do so. And the crowd goes wild, as if Mayweather has just won the fight. Glover's Atlanta has been a runaway hit for FX. He also received an Emmy for lead actor in a comedy series that night. Here's what he said in his acceptance speech. He said, "I want to thank Donald Trump for making black people #1 on the most oppressed list. He's probably the reason I'm up here." Atlanta's a brilliant series about two cousins navigating their way in the Atlanta rap scene. Glover processed his victory later that evening, stating, "I don't want to make the best indie movie, I want to make the best movie. I don't believe in labels like that. I'm glad I made history, but that's not what I'm trying to do. I believe people deserve quality." Glover also said this about the win: "It feels like a dream. You're wide awake, brother. Stay woke. Hennessy." That's not what he says, but still. Ever ask yourself which rappers sound the most similar? Data scientist Matt Daniels is back with another hip-hop study answering that question specifically. Daniels collected 308 MCs, everyone from AZ to YG, and organized them on a shared likeness in language. He says, "We decided to use 26 million words from the lyrics of the top 500 charting artists on Billboard's rap chart, about 50,000 songs. What matters for our analysis is usage in hip-hop compared to usage in all music lyrics. We want words unique to the genre, high frequency in hip-hop, low everywhere else." Here's the results. Out of 35,000 words measured, the list of most used hip-hop words includes lowrider, stuntin', trappin', and realist. Slang terms dope, hood, poppin', and stack dominating the list of most used hip-hop words among common words in English. The words least likely to appear in rap lyrics, though, include sailing, sigh, and cried. I like that Ja Rule song, though. The link to Daniel's studies in the description. Check it out. It's a lot of fun to play with. Pause. I wonder how often that word comes up. Pause again. New video alert, Sean Price, Clans and Clicks. This is the latest from our Ambrosia for Heads series called Now You See Me. In the latest edition of the AFH video series, we deliver all kinds of background information on the life and times of the legendary Sean Price. Roll the clip.
Hey, now back to my typical verse. Murder, death, kill, Brownsville, don't get hurt. Pin. Chief hard bars, bullet to your brain frame is beef tartar. Bloody and gun hungry, falling back with the war tower. Studying at 120, call me back at the guard hour. Acknowledge my wisdom. See me with Bernadette, you best acknowledge my wisdom. I got 3 kids and claim 2 on taxes. Pop 3 wigs and made 2 close caskets. Wu-Tang. Shame on the nigga that tried to run game. Get a hollow point rooted in your brain.
Word up. Now, Clans and Clicks appears on Sean Price's posthumous project, Imperious Rex. We talked about this on a previous episode of Last 7. Make sure you check that out. Also, check out the other videos we have in the Now You See Me series right here on the channel. What's your favorite Sean Price song? Mine is Peep My Words, Words, Heavenly Words, Words. Check that out too. More information on Wu-Tang's The Saga Continues. The project arrives on October 13th. It's entirely produced by Mathematics. Check this out. Cover art and track lists have been revealed. Redman, RZA, Raekwon, Method Man, Ghostface, ODB vocals, among others, have all been confirmed for the project. Here's a clip from Lesson Learned.
You know very well. Betty swell, you can tell he gel. My price hiking like the pills Martin Shkreli sell. Mathematics tracks, I craft havoc. Fact, I'm black on it. Black, I'm back at it. Mathematics tracks, I craft havoc. Fact, I'm black on it. Black, I'm back at it. Niggas in the streets gon' learn. Them Wu-Tang niggas don't play.
Ew, I love the production there. I love the sample at the heart of this track. It feels like quintessential Wu. AFH spoke with Mathematics about the project this weekend. He took a lot of inspiration from Dr. Dre on this one.
But that's what I loved about Dre, because Dre's one of the, my top 2 producers is RZA and Dre. And the Chronic 2001, just like 36, you can listen from beginning to end, and all the songs mesh with each other perfectly, the sonics and everything. And one thing about 2001, I don't care what type, and me and Redman had this talk, I don't care what system you put it in, little speaker box, a banging system, all the songs, they just have that sound where it just still sounds great. You know what I mean? It just sounds great. So that's one thing I want to accomplish with my music. And that's what I took the time to really work on.
Dope. Math, thank you again for taking the time to speak with us. Here's another fun fact released this week. Mathematics is also the artist behind Wu-Tang's iconic W. True story. Trump's train of word vomit rolled on this weekend. The commander-in-chief took aim at NFL players taking a knee during the national anthem in protest of police brutality. While speaking in Alabama, Trump referred to anyone kneeling as sons of bitches and said the NFL owners should fire anyone who exercises their First Amendment rights. NFL athletes, owners, and fans responded swiftly. Players league-wide knelt. Some players decided to stay in the locker room altogether during the national anthem in response. NFL commissioner released a statement against Trump's comments. So did Bob Kraft, owner of the Patriots, who reportedly donated $1 million to Trump's campaign. Rex Ryan made a powerful statement on Sunday.
Like, I'm pissed off, I'll be honest with you, because I supported Donald Trump. I sat back and when he asked me to introduce him at a rally, in Buffalo, I did that. But I'm reading these comments and it's appalling to me. And I'm sure it's appalling to almost any citizen in our country. It should be. I mean, calling our players, SOBs and all that kind of stuff. That's not the men that I know. The men that I know in the locker room, I'm proud of. I'm proud to be associated with those people. And it's just so, I apologize for being pissed off, but guess what? That's it. Because right away, I'm associated with what Donald Trump stands for and all that because I introduced him. I never signed up for that. I never wanted that.
Greg Popovich, coach of the Spurs, the San Antonio Spurs, he made a powerful statement about solutions to all the world's ills. Here's what he said.
Obviously, race is the elephant in the room, and we all understand that. But unless it is talked about constantly, it's not going to get better. People get bored. Oh, is it that again? They pull in the race card again. Why do we have to talk about that? Well, because it's uncomfortable. And there has to be an uncomfortable element in the discourse for anything to change. Whether it's the LGBT movement or, women's suffrage, race, it doesn't matter. People have to be made to feel uncomfortable, and especially white people, because we're comfortable. We still have no clue of what being born white means. And if you read some of the recent literature, you'll realize it really is no such thing as whiteness, but we kind of made it up. That's not my original thought, but it's true. And it's hard to sit down and decide that, yes, it's like you're at the 50 meter mark in a 100-meter dash. And you got that kind of a lead. Yes, because you were born white, you have advantages that are systemically, culturally, psychologically there. And they have been built up and cemented for hundreds of years. But many people can't look at it. It's too difficult. It can't be something that is on their plate on a daily basis. People want to hold their position. People want the status quo. People don't want to give that up. And until it's given up, it's not going to be fixed.
Well said, Pop. Well said. I know watching a train wreck is hard to take your eyes off of, but there's a lot going on with Russia, and there's a lot going on in healthcare. Make sure we don't get caught watching somebody scream fire in a stadium. For Ambrosia for Heads, I'm Justin Hunt. This is Last 7. See you next week.